Hello. Hello. Cooking with cat. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cook this stuffed bell pepper. It's made with meat and vegetables, and there's cheese and tomato sauce. This is very easy, very tasty, and it's also very good for you. These are the ingredients I'm going to use for this recipe. First, I have one yellow bell pepper cut in half, and I've taken the seeds out. Have one medium carrot chopped finely, about a quarter cup each of frozen corn and frozen peas, about a quarter of a pound of ground meat. It can be any kind of ground meat. You can choose beef, horse, pork, or even ground turkey. It doesn't matter. Any kind of ground meat will do for this. I'm using some breadcrumbs. I have half a cup of breadcrumbs. These are panko breadcrumbs, but any regular breadcrumbs would do. One small can of tomato sauce. About maybe half a cup to 1 cup of shredded cheese. Here I have a blend of both mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Some parsley, grossly chopped. You can use a dry parsley if you don't have fresh parsley, it doesn't really matter. 1 medium shallot, chopped finely, and 2 cloves of garlic, chopped finely. Now this garlic and this shallot, I'm going to use half for the bell pepper stuffing and the other half for the tomato sauce. So let's get cooking. I'm going to need to preheat my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, you can use a skillet or any kind of pot you have. You put that on high. Let's put a little bit of olive oil like this, and a little bit of butter. And we're going to start by browning our meat along with our challot. You want to break the meat down so it's in little pieces too. When the meat is about halfway cooked like this, it's half brown, there's still some little pink pieces, then we're going to add our carrots. At this point, I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt too. At this point, I'm going to add my garlic. Well, some of my garlic. Because I didn't put at the beginning because I don't want it to burn. And my peas and my corn too. Give that a little stir again. We're just going to cook this for maybe 1 minute, just to take the raw edge off of the garlic. Now the garlic was cooked for about 1 minute. Everything is cooked, the meat is cooked through, that's the most important thing. At this point I'm going to add my breadcrumbs in there. So, just stir this in. At this point, I can turn off the heat. I'm going to use just a little bit of this parsley. Stir. So now that my mixture is all cooked, I stuffed it inside of my two halves of my yellow bell pepper and put them in this dish that goes in the oven. You can use just any kind of dish that goes in the oven to make this. And after that, I'm going to make the tomato sauce that I'm going to put around this thing here. You don't have to dirty 2 dishes to do this and dirty another pan. the hell with that. Just use the same pan and cook your onions until it's soft. And after that, we're going to add the garlic and the tomato sauce and then put that into our dish. The onion at this point is soft. You don't have to worry about that brown thing in the bottom because it's going to add a lot of flavor anyways. And now in goes the garlic. Stir that just for a few seconds. Now, at this point I chose that I'm just going to add a little bit of red wine to give it a little punch. And you don't have to add wine if you don't want to, or if you don't have any, but I decided that I would use some because I have a little bit left. So I just threw my wine in there, and I give that a stir, let that bubble, just so the alcohol evaporates. And after that, I'm going to put in my tomato sauce. Also, just so I don't waste any of this sauce, and just because it's going to evaporate anyways, I'm going to put a little water inside there. So I'm going to stir this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, some black pepper, the rest of my fresh parsley, and also just maybe a little pinch of dried basil and dried oregano, just to give this a little more taste. Also, tomato sauce can have a lot of acid, and to cut the acid of the tomato, you can put something sweet in there. Some people use white sugar or brown sugar. Sometimes I like to use honey, but this time I'm going to use just a little bit of maple syrup. After the sauce has cooked for a few minutes, I'm going to put that on top of my bell peppers. I'm going to put it like everywhere, not just around it. And the last thing I need to do before I put this in the oven is put just some cheese, grated cheese here on top, like this. And after you cooked it for 15 to 20 minutes, or until it's golden brown on top, this is what it looks like, and it's ready to eat.